A day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And that gets things running. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Valverde. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Giorgio Scalvini, is a very formidable defender.
There's the shot! Messi! That is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Zalewski. Fagioli. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And here's Raspadori. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Kolasinac. First quarter of an hour gone. Just eases him off the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's let fly. And here's Oyarzabal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Oyarzabal is offering a wry smile there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Pasalic, and the pass is intercepted. That's really well cleared.
There they go, hunting again.
And he's decided to go for it. A big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kolasinac. And here's Raspadori. He's got away. That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Zalewski puts them all in. And he's gone looking for safety. And he can clear it away. Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. And it's Zalewski.
Oh, great feat, that.
Valverde gets a foot in here. Now this could be a chance. And he's searching through. Jimenez defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
He's had it taken off him. Zalewski. And Scalvini. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And he's in on goal. Shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He has found the way through. Raspadori running with the ball. Zalewski. And that's played in. Tries a shot! No mistake! Atalanta are level. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's having a go! He's got away with one there.
Inter really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Pasalic, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is goodness.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Oh, well measured. Oh, what a ball! Chance for a shot! Goal! Atalanta! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mikel Oyarzabal, try. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and this to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 64esimo minuto, numero 19.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pasalic. Kolasinac. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Caicedo. And here's Oyarzabal. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to...
Inter Milan take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolute fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Atalanta really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Zalewski. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And they're quick to press. He's under a lot of pressure there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Driving forward, he's tried one! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's here.
Zalewski. Oh, that's neat. And it's Messi. And the finish! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close for aim of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency.
Zalewski! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Messi powering forward here. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Spread it left.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
And this is Son, takes a shot! And one more try! It's loose and there's a race for the... just about within shooting range. Oh, just wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
City. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Oyarzabal. Lookman. Driving through the middle. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mikel Oyarzabal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's got the heart for it. And you need that if you really want to improve and get up there with the very best. And I see that in him. I think there's an honest character underneath. I think he's got the right attitude. He wants to apply himself. And I think if he can do that successfully, he's going to start scoring the amount of goals he would like.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those area, which will force your opponents back. This is helped further by the fact that you're also limiting their capacity to play through you. And I would say it's probably more a cautious and attacking move.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Donnarumma is there to clear. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Juan. Pass somewhat off target. Caicedo. And Robertson. Son Heung-min. And it's Caicedo. Oh, super ball! He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! There is the breakthrough! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Mikel Oyarzabal is currently top scorer in the league. So the first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Fagioli. Played out wide. Now it's Oyarzabal. Shoots! And he hits the net. Really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nice bit of trickery. And this is Son Heung-min. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Buongiorno. And it's Juan. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Oyarzabal. Is there any support? He shot, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Son Heung-min. Approaching the half-hour mark. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And Robertson. Fagioli. Driving for... Shot at goal! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about... He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Caicedo is fouled. It's an Inter free kick. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Well, that has not gone well. Nice control. Son Heung-min! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Robertson. And the return pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi with a real chance here. Messi! Oh, almost a sixth! Spinazzola. And it's Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. And he's a big chance!
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And a shot! And that's wide.
Robertson probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Driving forward. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Son Heung-min. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan, utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And here's Oyarzabal. And he's had it nicked away. There's the shot! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Fagioli. Now this could be a chance. Played out to the right. Now it's Fagioli. Oh, look at the space here. He's having a shot! Inter Milan have their third corner. Messi goes short. Real chance! And that was very necessary. And now they can spring out of defence. Jimenez cuts out the pass, and he's surging through. Fagioli is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Fagioli. Can he finish? Oh, impressive strike.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Buongiorno. And it's Lobotka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Jimenez with a definite foul there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Buongiorno. Son Heung-min goes on a charge down the left. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
McTominay providing an outlet on that flank. Taken back almost at once. He tried running through him, but he was not having it. Juan did well to emerge with the ball. Sharp movement, came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Højlund. He is through here. And the shot! No, that's just wide.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Deftly away. More and more pressure on the ball here. Caicedo getting this one clear. Elmas. Now it's Højlund. Valverde plays the return pass. Spinazzola. Buongiorno calmly anticipates. Jimenez gets over and intercepts. And it's Fagioli. Son Heung-min. Now it's Fagioli. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He has found the way through. Fagioli. And the shot! It's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Buongiorno. Tomine. That's good play. Steaming on goalwards. The vodka. 4 extra minutes added on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Jimenez gets a foot in here. And that has been clubbed away. Spinazzola. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mikel Oyarzabal, very much the hero in this game. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
you